Let's paint a little scene, shall we? You've got dinner to make, your arms are full of fresh veggies, and you're standing in your kitchen eyeing two very different contenders, the ultra-modern steam oven and the ever-reliable microwave. Which one is going to be your ultimate kitchen sidekick? Well, let's break it down, because honestly, there's a little more magic and maybe a little more drama than you might think. Cooking method. Let's kick things off with how these two culinary champs actually cook your food. The steam oven is like your health-obsessed best friend. It uses, you guessed it, hot steam, circulating gentle clouds of moisture to cook everything from fish to veggies to bread. Imagine your food staying tender, never drying out, and bursting with all those garden fresh vibes. Seriously, if food had a spa day, it'd pick the steam oven every time. Now, the microwave, it's the tech geek in the kitchen. It heats by making the water molecules in your food wiggle at lightning speed. This means things get hot, fast, but there's no steamy hug, just direct, rapid heating. Sometimes it feels like food goes in normal and comes out, well, slightly changed. Speed. Okay, let's just say it. When you're dying of hunger at 10 p.m., speed matters. The microwave is the Usain Bolt of kitchen appliances. Pop your leftovers in, punch those buttons, and boom, hot meal in literal minutes. Late night popcorn, last minute mug cakes, tea reheated at warp speed. It's hard not to love that kind of efficiency. But steam ovens, well, they like to take their sweet time. They're not as slow as a traditional oven, but definitely not in microwave territory either. Expect to wait a while, maybe hum a tune, maybe scroll social media, as that steam gently works its way through your meal. For those craving TLC in their cooking though, it's worth every extra minute.
Food, texture, and taste. Let's get emotional for a sec. How food tastes and feels matters, right? If you've ever bitten into microwave-heated pizza or a soggy leftover sandwich and wondered, why, universe, why? Well, you know the struggle. Microwaves sometimes zap your food fiddly. Parts hot, parts cold, sometimes rubbery, sometimes dry, sometimes just sad. Steam ovens, though, they're the food whisperers. Everything comes out moist, soft, and sometimes even with a lovely crispy edge, if you've got a hybrid model. Carrots stay sweet and vibrant, chicken is tender and never stringy, and flavor? Let's just say it doesn't run away. It's locked right in. Health and nutrition. All right, health fanatics, this one's for you. Steam ovens are superstars when it comes to keeping food's precious nutrients alive. No need to drown veggies in oil or butter. And that gentle steam, it preserves vitamins and minerals way better than most other methods. You won't just taste the difference, you'll feel it. Microwaves? They also do surprisingly well for nutrition. The speedy cooking means less nutrient loss than with boiling, for example. But some vitamins are sensitive, and the microwave's harsher heat might not always be as kind as steam's soothing embrace. Plus, you don't need to worry about overheated plastics with a steam oven. Whew.
Versatility. What about kitchen flexibility? Steam ovens are surprisingly nimble. They can cook, bake, proof bread, dehydrate, even sterilize baby bottles or chopping boards. And you can cook a medley of different foods all at once without flavors blending, so your fish doesn't taste like yesterday's broccoli snafu. On the other hand, microwaves really are the king of reheating and defrosting, super quick with no pre-planning. But for things that need browning, baking, or a chef's touch, that's where they kind of bow out and leave it to the pros. Still, microwaves can steam veggies, make mug cakes, and even pop popcorn, so they're not just one-hit wonders. Energy efficiency. All right, if the thought of your next power bill makes you wince, this might help. Microwaves, thanks to those lightning-fast cooking sessions, are crazy energy efficient for most short jobs. They zap your food and barely tickle the electricity meter. But here's a surprise. Steam ovens can also be impressively efficient, especially compared to conventional ovens. On lower temperatures and shorter settings, they sip power, not guzzle it. The catch, they take longer than microwaves, though they're more efficient per minute than you might expect. Convenience. Let's be real, convenience rules the modern kitchen. Microwaves are basically plug and play, countertop friendly, easy to wipe for cleaning, thank you splattered soup disasters, and ultra simple controls. They fit anywhere your kitchen needs a little helping hand, and they're so easy your roommate or even your grandmother could use one blindfolded. Steam ovens demand a bit more space, a reservoir refill here and there, and a little more cleaning after heavy use. They're usually part of a built-in or luxury appliance wall, not something you stick next to the coffee maker in your dorm room. But hey, some new compact steam models are changing the game, so who knows what your next kitchen might look like. Cost. Money talk. Never the most fun, but totally real. Microwaves, from basic to fancy, run the price gamut, from pocket change countertop models to sleek, built-in numbers. Most people, honestly, pick one up for less than their monthly streaming subscriptions combined. Steam ovens? Well, prepare to invest. Even basic models start much higher, and the top-tier steamers can get, eye-watering. But in return, you get all those magical features, durability, and food quality. For serious kitchen enthusiasts or health-focused foodies, the steam oven's price is like buying the VIP concert ticket. It's about the experience, not just the entry.
Design and build quality. All right, time for some kitchen fashion talk. Steam ovens bring a luxe vibe. They're often built in, made with high-end materials, slick touchscreens or dials, and they just look like they mean business. Heavy doors, solid construction, these are designed for serious cooks and attractive modern kitchens. The microwave, meanwhile, is a master chameleon. Plastic, steel, glass, they come in every finish and size you can imagine. And while they score points for portability and compactness, they'll never quite boast the sturdy anchor of the kitchen vibe you get from a premium steam oven. Ideal for. Let's lay it out. Who should choose what? If your days are wild, your schedule's jammed, and your meals are mostly leftovers or frozen favorites, the microwave's your kitchen BFF. It's about convenience, speed, and those little victories like perfect popcorn or reheated coffee on the fly. But if you're all about food quality, health, moisture, and flavor, plus you don't mind waiting a bit for those dreamy results, the steam oven might just steal your heart. Think tender salmon, veggies that actually taste like veggies, and homemade bread straight from the cloud. Which is better? Now, don't make me pick absolute sides, okay? Because the honest truth is, it's about you. If you want ultimate convenience, speed, easy cleanup, and affordability, the microwave's still king. For folks obsessed with food quality, texture, and nutrition, or those who treat cooking as a creative act, the steam oven is worth every minute and every cent. But maybe, it's not even a choice. Many dream kitchens are carving out space for both, a hardworking microwave for day-to-day hustle and a dreamy steam oven for the weekends, wellness kicks, or when you want to really wow yourself and maybe your friends. So next time you're staring these two down in a kitchen showroom, just think, what do I crave most, speed or soul? With all the facts and feels and maybe a little imagination, your kitchen adventure is just beginning.